Welcome, Seekers, to another Library of Divine Echoes deep dive. I'm Christopher Little, your guide on this journey into the mysteries of the soul. Tonight we delve into an exploration that bridges time and spirit, the revelations of past lives through the lens of spiritual insight and Hermetic alchemical practice. In our quest for self-knowledge, many traditions have taught us that our soul's journey spans multiple lifetimes, and that understanding these echoes of the past can serve as the catalyst for profound personal transformation. In tonight's deep dive, we will examine the ancient wisdom behind past life revelations, the role of Hermetic alchemy in spiritual evolution, and the detailed practices that have been handed down through esoteric traditions. We will uncover how our past incarnations hold the key to patterns, lessons, and karmic imprints that, when recognized, can fuel our own alchemical progression. And later I will guide you through a meditation specifically designed to open the door to past life memories and help you begin the transformative work of Hermetic alchemy in your own life. So, settle into a quiet space, take a few deep breaths, and prepare to journey inward through time and spirit. Throughout history, mystics, sages, and alchemists alike have believed that the soul is eternal, carrying with it memories, energies, and unresolved lessons from previous incarnations. The concept of past lives is not new. It appears in Eastern philosophies, Western esoteric traditions, and even in the symbolic language of alchemy. In spiritual practice, past life revelations are seen as a mirror reflecting the soul's ongoing evolution. They provide insights into patterns that repeat, karmic debts that need balancing, and spiritual gifts that are waiting to be fully awakened. These revelations come through various methods: meditation, dreams, hypnosis, astral journeys, or the intuitive stirring of the soul during quiet moments of reflection. For many seekers, exploring past lives is akin to opening a dusty tome of ancient wisdom, each page offering clues about our personal challenges and strengths. As we come to understand these imprints, we begin to see our present life with fresh eyes, free to transmute old limitations into new possibilities. Hermetic alchemy is not merely the physical attempt to transform base metals into gold. It is a metaphor for the inner work of the soul. Rooted in the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, this ancient tradition teaches that true transformation begins within. The alchemical process is often described as the magnum opus, the great work, a series of stages that lead to spiritual purification, illumination, and ultimately unity with the divine. Let's explore some of the key stages and principles of Hermetic alchemy. Negredo, blackening. This initial stage represents the confrontation with one's shadow self and the dissolution of old, stagnant patterns. In the context of past life work, Negredo is where we acknowledge the unresolved energies and karmic imprints from previous incarnations. It is a process of deep introspection where one surrenders the illusions of separation. Albedo, whitening. Following dissolution comes purification. Albedo is the process of cleansing, of letting go of the impurities that once darkened our spirit. In a Hermetic framework, this may involve rituals of purification such as fasting, cleansing baths, or meditative reflections that allow us to see our soul's true light emerging from past life shadows. Citrinitas, yellowing. Often associated with awakening and illumination, Citrinitas is the stage where the inner sun begins to shine. Here, insights from past lives begin to reveal themselves in the form of visions, intuitive knowledge, or symbolic dreams. This stage is where the alchemical process shifts from merely breaking down old structures to the joyous emergence of new awareness. Rubedo, reddening. The final stage represents the integration of all previous work. Rubedo is the union of opposites, the merging of the conscious with the unconscious, the physical with the spiritual. It symbolizes the achievement of a balanced, radiant self. For those undertaking past life work, Rubedo is the moment when the lessons of many lifetimes coalesce into a vibrant expression of personal power and divine purpose. At the heart of Hermetic alchemy are the Hermetic principles, universal truths that underlie the workings of the cosmos. The principle of mentalism, all is mind, the universe is a mental creation. The principle of correspondence, as above, so below, the microcosm reflects the macrocosm. The principle of vibration, everything is in constant motion, vibrating at its own frequency. The principle of polarity, opposites are identical in nature, differing only in degree. The principle of rhythm, all things rise and fall in cycles. The principle of cause and effect, every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. The principle of gender, everything has masculine and feminine qualities that must be balanced. Hermetic alchemy invites us to work with these principles to transmute the energies of past lives into tools for spiritual evolution. By engaging in practices that honor these ancient truths, we can begin to transform old karmic patterns into sources of strength, clarity, and divine inspiration. Now that we have established the framework of Hermetic alchemy, let us turn our attention to how past life revelations serve as a portal into our inner world. In many spiritual traditions, the memories of past incarnations are seen not as burdens, but as vital data for the soul's journey. Consider these aspects. Karmic imprints and soul contracts. Every lifetime leaves behind energetic imprints. These may manifest as recurring challenges, deep-seated fears, or inexplicable affinities. By uncovering these imprints, we can begin to understand our soul contracts, those agreements made before birth that shape our relationships, career paths, and spiritual lessons. The language of symbols and archetypes. Past life memories often speak in the language of symbols. Ancient symbols, mythic narratives, and archetypal imagery found in dreams and meditations are keys to unlocking hidden memories. Hermetic alchemists work extensively with symbolism. For example, the Ouroboros represents eternal return and the cyclical nature of time, while the phoenix symbolizes death and rebirth. These symbols are not just artistic motifs. They are powerful tools for self-transformation. Techniques for revealing past lives. Over the centuries, a variety of practices have been developed to access the wisdom of previous incarnations. Among the most effective are deep meditative states. Entering trance-like states through guided meditation or rhythmic breathing allows the mind to bypass its everyday defenses and access deeper memories. Dream analysis and lucid dreaming. Keeping a dream journal and practicing lucid dreaming can help you recognize recurring themes and images that might be linked to past lives. Hypnotherapy and regression. Under the guidance of a skilled practitioner, hypnotherapy can facilitate a safe regression into past life memories. Astral projection. This technique involves consciously navigating the astral plane to explore different facets of your soul's journey. In Hermetic practices, these methods are combined with ritual and symbolism to create a sacred space where the soul feels safe to reveal its ancient secrets. The practitioner may invoke protective deities, light incense imbued with sacred herbs like myrrh or frankincense, and use talismans inscribed with alchemical symbols to focus intent and enhance psychic receptivity. Let us now dive deeper into the practical Hermetic methods that can transform your spiritual life through the revelation of past lives. Sacred space preparation. Before embarking on any deep inner work, create an environment charged with intention. Cleanse your space with incense, salt water, or sound vibrations, like a singing bowl. Arrange symbols of alchemy, a small altar adorned with images of the Ouroboros, the Phoenix, and the 7 Hermetic principles. This sets the stage for both protection and open communication with your higher self. Ritual purification. Begin with a ritual bath infused with essential oils such as lavender and rosemary. As you immerse yourself, visualize any accumulated energies from past lifetimes dissolving in the water. This act of purification is essential to entering the state of Narrated, where you confront the raw material of your soul without judgment. Invocation of the Divine Spark. Recite an invocation designed to awaken the inner light. For example, Divine Spark within, ignite the flame of remembrance. Through the veil of time, reveal the truth of my soul. As above, so below. As within, so without. This invocation draws on the principle of mentalism and the belief that the divine is imprinted in our very consciousness. Symbolic visualization. Engage in a visualization exercise where you imagine yourself as an alchemist in an ancient laboratory. See the retort, the alembic, and the crucible, tools that symbolize the transmutation of matter into gold. In this space, visualize your soul as raw lead, and with each breath, see it slowly transmute into radiant gold. The process of albedo, whitening, and rubedo, reddening, becomes a metaphor for cleansing old karmic patterns and embracing your divine potential. Journaling and scribing. After your meditation, spend time writing or scribing. Use a journal dedicated to your spiritual work to record any visions, symbols, or messages you receive. Some practitioners also create sigils or talismans based on the imagery that arises during their sessions. This act of writing is a form of mental transmutation, where the abstract insights are given tangible form. Contemplation of the Hermetic principles. Reflecting on the teachings of the Kabbalion and other Hermetic texts, contemplate the principle of correspondence. Understand that the patterns you observe in your inner world mirror those in the cosmos. This contemplation helps you bridge the gap between past life experiences and present spiritual practice. Integration through ritual action. Finally, integrate your insights by performing a ritual that acknowledges both your past and your present. This may involve lighting a candle, placing a symbolic object on your altar, or reciting a personal affirmation that encapsulates the wisdom you have gained. Recognize that each ritual step is an act of creation, a step in your ongoing alchemical progression. These Hermetic practices, when undertaken with sincerity and discipline, enable you to transform the lessons of past lives into a dynamic force for personal growth and spiritual evolution. Now, dear Seeker, we move into a guided meditation designed to help you access the memories of your past incarnations and use that knowledge to fuel your own alchemical journey. As you listen, allow your mind to quiet and your heart to open. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down, where you can relax without interruption. Gently close your eyes and take a deep, cleansing breath. Inhale slowly through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into a state of calm awareness. Now, imagine you are standing before an ancient door, a portal that leads into the recesses of your soul. This door is adorned with intricate symbols, the Ouroboros encircling the edge, alchemical glyphs shimmering softly in the twilight. Know that beyond this door lie the memories of your past lives, the hidden archives of your soul's journey. As you approach the door, feel the gentle pull of destiny guiding you forward. Place your hand upon the door's cool surface and, with a deep breath, push it open. Step through and find yourself in a vast, timeless library, a repository of your soul's ancient wisdom. Shelves stretch infinitely, filled with scrolls, manuscripts, and luminous orbs of memory. In this sacred space, allow your inner eye to focus. See a scroll unrolling before you, its text written in a language that transcends time. As you read these symbols, you begin to recall vivid images, scenes from past lifetimes. You might see yourself in a grand temple of old, a warrior in a forgotten battle, a mystic communing with the divine. Each vision carries a lesson, a karmic imprint, a fragment of the eternal narrative of your soul. As you continue to absorb these images, visualize a radiant flame igniting at the center of your being. This is the alchemical flame of transformation, your inner fire that burns away what is no longer needed and refines your essence into pure, golden light. With every breath, this flame grows brighter, merging with the wisdom of your past lives. Now, focus on a particular memory or symbol that stands out, a recurring theme or a powerful image. Allow yourself to fully experience the emotions and insights it brings. Ask silently, what lesson am I meant to learn from this life? Listen without judgment as the answers come in whispers of intuition and symbolic language. Envision these lessons as seeds planted in your heart. With each inhale, nurture these seeds with the energy of the alchemical flame. With each exhale, release any residue of old pain or limitation, watching it dissolve into the ether. Take a few more deep breaths, feeling the seamless union of past and present, the wisdom of your ancient soul merging with your current journey. In this union, you hold the power to transmute old patterns into new light, to turn leaden memories into golden wisdom. When you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to this room. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, feeling the solidity of the present moment. As you open your eyes, carry with you the insights of your journey, a reminder that every past life revelation is a stepping stone in your grand alchemical progression. As our exploration draws to a close, reflect on the wisdom shared tonight. Past life revelations are not merely relics of a distant time. They are living, dynamic messages designed to guide your present and shape your future. The Hermetic alchemical practices we have discussed offer a path to transform these ancient imprints into a powerful force of spiritual evolution. Remember that the journey of alchemy is ongoing. Each ritual, each meditation, each symbol you engage with is a step towards self-realization and inner transmutation. Embrace the lessons of your past with gratitude and curiosity, and trust that the divine spark within you is ever ready to ignite a new phase of your spiritual journey. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into past life revelations and Hermetic alchemy. May the wisdom of your many lifetimes illuminate your path, and may the transformative flame of alchemy guide you toward ever higher states of being. Until next time, dear seekers, keep your heart open, your mind curious, and your spirit ever ready for transformation.